All right, we're just gonna see how this microphone works out. I feel a little bit better. I don't feel as nasal as I did before. We're gonna kind of go over ATI. Today, ATI I think is one of the most important things. I have my other iPads here on my dash, so basically I'm riding around with a Tesla, almost. And we're gonna go ahead and go over some of the ATI stuff. I'm gonna tell you how I got a level 3 on the ATI. Very similar to my previous video, but I was kind of a little everywhere with the other video. It was trying to encompass the first and second semester of WGU, their nursing program, as well as ATI. So I'm just going to try and do shorter videos and stick with one thing so that way everybody can get it. To start with ATI, if you are doing any kind of nursing program, you are going to do all the ATI quizzes. The ATI quizzes, there should be 30 or 32 quizzes, I believe. And each quiz has a different area that you're going to test in. Now, with the ATI quizzes, the best way to approach them, honestly, is just to do every quiz. If you aren't going to do every quiz, if you want to try and find a shortcut, the best shortcut that I can offer you is go to the previous quizzes from 2012 and 2013, I believe it is, the 2 years. I can actually find out for you right now since I am here. You can go into the previous quizzes and take those. And when you take those, do the same exact thing that I told you to do before. And remember all the answers that are in the other questions, because those are likely going to be on your ATI exam. Now, on my ATI, which I took twice, and I need gas. On my ATI, I had my first ATI had a conversion from Fahrenheit to Celsius, or Celsius to Fahrenheit, either or, and my second ATI did not. Also, my first ATI had a question that I remember was specifically about the things that don't go away. Let me tell you what doesn't go away, because there's no point in telling you what I saw and didn't see. The things that don't go away is transferring patients, caring for patients, and how to react to patients, which is QSEN, like I said before. So try and pay attention to QSEN, because that makes a big difference. I had questions, and I think WGU kind of uses the same kind of building block for learning as ATI, and what they do is they tell you one question that is similar to another question, but in the sense that you know the steps. You would know the answer. You may know that the answer is, you know what Chauvet's sign is, right? You know what it is and what it causes, and well, it's a damage of nerves. So if you have that damage of nerves, then you know what it is. You know the sign for it. It's a overstimulated nerve. But the thing is, the question they'll ask you is, okay, you see someone who has Chauvet's, what causes this? And that's something you have to be prepared for with just about everything in ATI, and if you're doing WGU. Because if you don't know the underlying cause of something, then that's where they're going to get you. That's where they got me a couple times. I knew that, this certain thing was a sign for something else, but they'd ask the underlying cause, and they'd say, okay, what could you take to alleviate that? And it would be, calcium, because it's hypocalcemia. Try and understand different disorders, but the best thing is, I can guarantee you, when I was going through my first test, Chauvet's was an answer, and in my second test, it was an answer that wasn't correct, and in my second test, it actually was an answer to one of my other questions. So I kind of noticed that about ATI and other all commercial, exams. They're going to be that way. So that's just something you can do. If you do that, I'm pretty sure you'll feel a lot more comfortable taking the test if you do things that way. That'll kind of help you out a lot, I think.